The Diligent Girl and the Lazy Girl. Once upon a time, there was a man and a woman, who each had a daughter from their previous marriages. The man's daughter was called Emma and she was kind, hard-working and thoughtful. The woman's daughter was named Annabella and she, however, was completely lazy and ungrateful. The woman hated Emma for being prettier than Annabella, so she forced Emma to do all the chores around the house morning till night, while Annabella just lazied around the house all day. The man was sad to see how his daughter was treated, but because he was old, he couldn't do much of anything. One day the wife said to Emma, "It is time for you to make yourself useful. I want you to go and find work with a rich family so we can have some form of money." And so with a sad heart, Emma was forced to leave home and her father to find work. She walked and walked until she came around an old pear tree. "Where are you going?" asked the pear tree. "I'm going to find work to support my family," replied Emma. "Can you please cut the dead branches, and when you come back, I will reward you for your good deed." So Emma cut all the dead branches and went on her way. Next she came across an old grapevine. "Please hove around my roots, and when you come back I will reward you for your good deed." And so Emma hove around the vine roots and then went on her way. Next she came across an old oven. "Please clean and fix me, and when you come back, I will reward you for your good deed." And so Emma cleaned and repaired the oven and went on her way. Then Emma came across a dirty old well. "Please come here and tidy me up, and when you come back I will reward you for your good deed." So Emma cleaned the well and went on her way. Then Emma came across a dirty little dog. "Please wash me, and when you come back I will reward you for your good deed." So Emma cleaned the little dog and went on her way. Finally Emma came across a beautiful house. There were 7 fairies living in the house, and when they asked where she was going, she told them of her purpose. "Why don't you work for us?" said the main fairy. "There are 7 rooms. You have to clean each room every day. However, you must never go into the 7th room under any circumstances." So Emma happily took the job. Every day, she cleaned each of the 6 rooms but ignore the 7th room. A year had passed and Emma had decided to go back home to give her family what she earned. "Because you had been a hard-working and faithful servant, we will show you what you earn." And they lead her to the 7th room. In the 7th room were piles and piles of gold and silver. Roll over each pile of gold and silver, and whatever stick to you is yours. So Emma did, and soon she was covered in gold and silver. And then bid farewell to the fairies and was on her way home. As Emma went home, she came across the little dog who was now covered in pearls. "Dear girl, for your good deed, take as many pearls as you wish." And so Emma took the pearls and wrapped as many of them around her neck and wrist. Then she came across the old well where cups and buckets laid. "Come here and quench your thirst for your good deed." And Emma drank enough water to quench her thirst before going on her way. Soon she came across the oven where it had fresh bread and cakes laid out beside it. "Come here and eat as much as you want for your good deed." So Emma ate as much as she could, packed some for home and went on her way. Next she came across the old grapevine. It too said come and eat and drink as much as she wanted. And so she ate as many grapes and drank as much wine as she wanted, packed what she could carry and went on her way. Then she came across the pear tree. When the pears were ripe and ready to be picked, it also said to take and eat as much as she wanted. So Emma ate the pears and took and many home with her. Soon Emma was home. Her father was happy to see her in good health and was surprised but pleased to see all that she earned. The wife was furious with what she saw. She didn't know how Emma did it, but she wanted her daughter to go out and get what Emma had gotten. "Now look you," the woman snapped at Isabella, "you need to go out and earn money from a rich family, and you need to earn more than your sister did." Isabella at first refused, but her mother was so persistent that she finally gave in and went to find work. Soon she came across the old pear tree. "Please cut my dead branches and I will do you a good deed when you come back." But Isabella said, "What can an old tree do? I will not ruin my clean hands and pretty tiny feet no matter what," and she walked on her way. She then came across the old vine. It asked her to hove its roots and it will do her a good deed when she returned. But again Isabella said, "I will not ruin my clean hands and pretty tiny feet no matter what." Next she came across the old oven. It too asked her to fix it and it will do her a good deed when she return. But again she said, I will not ruin my clean hands and pretty tiny feet no matter what. Then she came across the old well. It also asked her to clean it and it will do her a good deed when she return. And once again Isabella said she will not ruin her clean hands and pretty tiny feet no matter what. Then the little dog came and said the same thing, but Isabella refused to even touch the dog, saying again she will not ruin her clean hands and pretty tiny feet no matter what. Then she came around the beautiful big house. She asked if she could stay for the night and the fairies asked where she was going. So she told them. They told she could work here. There are 7 rooms. You must clean all 6 rooms but never go into the 7th room. And each day, Isabella cleaned all 6 rooms and ignore the 7th room. But it wasn't long before her curiosity got the better of her and she entered the 7th room. To her horror, the room was filled with frogs, snakes and hornets. They bit and stung her so badly that she was scarred all over. In her panic, she fled the fairies' home with nothing but her ruined clothes. Soon Isabella came across the little dog covered in pearls. She tried to grab some pearl, but the dog ran away from her. Then she came across the old well. She tried to drink some water, but the well didn't let her drink anything. Then she came across the oven. It had fresh bread and cakes, but when she turned to eat some, the oven burned her hands. Next she came across the grapevine. She tried to pick some grapes and drink a glass of wine, but the vine kept pushing her hand away. Finally she came across the pear tree, but when she tried to pick some pear, the tree grew taller and taller. When Isabella came home, the whole family was shocked to see her in a terrible state, especially her mother, who was expecting gold, silver and so much more. The man then said to the wife, apparently the one you thought wasn't doing enough made more than your lazy daughter did. This statement stunned the wife so much that she and Isabella left the old man's home and he and Emma lived happily ever after.